The US State Department has said it's a mistake for the United Nations human rights chief to visit China amid concerns that the Chinese will not allow proper scrutiny of the state of human rights in the country. The visit is to include the western region of Xinjiang, where ethnic Uighurs, most of them Muslims, have been unlawfully detained and mistreated. A huge collection of data, including images linked to China's mistreatment of Uighurs and other minorities, has been handed to the BBC. Now, the information was hacked from police computers, and it includes evidence of a shoot-to-kill policy for anyone trying to escape. Our correspondent John Sudworth has the story.
These are the faces China never intended us to see from inside its system of mass incarceration in Xinjiang. The government has long denied it's running detention camps for Uyghurs, insisting instead they are vocational schools for willing students. The photos, almost 3,000 of them, show the reality of how whole swathes of Uyghur society have been swept up person by person. The oldest was 73 at the time of her detention, the youngest just 15. The Uyghurs, with their Turkic language, Islamic traditions and roots in a region with a history of separatism and violence, have long faced cycles of tightening government control. And with mounting criticism over the camps, the authorities have taken journalists on tours, showing them Uyghurs celebrating their culture and, they say, being guided away from extremism. But it's a narrative undermined by the tens of thousands of files passed to the BBC. One set of documents describe the guarding of this camp just outside the city of Kashgar, with armed police stationed at all the main buildings and with each watchtower guarded by 2 officers equipped with sniper rifles and machine guns. Inside, lessons are watched over by police carrying shields, batons and handcuffs. And the documents describe the response to students who attempt to escape. If warning shots are ignored, the order's clear: shoot them dead.
Yes, this is classified internal government information.
The files, said to have been hacked from police computer servers in Xinjiang by a source whose identity remains unknown, were first passed to Dr. Adrian Zenz, a Xinjiang scholar who in turn shared them with the BBC.
You have police officers in heavy riot gear standing next to some of the men. Some of the men have their arms in a funny position, as if they were handcuffed. So this is really very powerful about the image material. And I was looking through these images on my laptop in the living room. I had to get up and go somewhere else and take a break. I was overwhelmed.
The hacked files also contain hundreds of spreadsheets, row upon row of draconian jail sentences, often targeting expressions of Islamic faith, as a parallel method alongside the camps for detaining Uyghurs en masse. Just for growing a beard, Tursun Kadir was sentenced to 16 years in jail, his chosen expression of Uyghur identity forcibly removed. Many others have been jailed for listening to illegal religious lectures, including Tursun Memtimin and Ashigul Turgan. The documents don't say whether their daughters have been sent, like so many others, to the state-run boarding schools built alongside the camps. The data can be verified, shown to contain real people. Abdurrahman Hassan has not seen his wife and children since he left Xinjiang in 2017, yet a search of the hacked files found this.
See the date.
A photo of his wife, sentenced, the documents say, to 16 years in prison for a vague offence that appears time and again, gathering a crowd to disturb the social order. You can see how her spirit is broken, he tells me. Mahmoud Toti knew his eldest son had been jailed, but the database tells him for how long? 15 years. For terrorism offences, although as evidence, only his son's devout Islamic faith is listed. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin responded to our reporting, describing it as simply the latest anti-China falsehood and an attempt to smear China with rumours and lies. Xinjiang is stable, prosperous, and the people have happy lives, he said. But there's been no attempt to address the evidence itself, which includes these images from deep within the system. Further evidence of the harsh detention and indoctrination of a people, not for what they've done, but for who they are. John Sudworth, BBC News.